In our endeavors to get you the newest craft beers, the newest and best, we're at New American Brewing. And this is my pal David. David, you run the joint? You own the joint? You're the one that you let us in back here. I hope you're affiliated with the place.
I do have a key for the place,
okay.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a good start. I want to talk first and foremost about the name, New American Brewing.
Okay. In the middle of the 1800s, we had small, independent, family-owned craft breweries all over the country, and they supported their community and some of the local surroundings, and you went to that town, and that's the brewery that was there. And so we really like that tradition of American brewing, so we wanted to bring back New American Brewing Company.
So you're trying to mirror the way things used to be in terms of
small, independent,
local,
family-owned.
Independent,
Absolutely.
family-owned. It's a place where your radius is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
Right.
I mean, we'll do our best to grow.
Now, I have to tell you, though, walking around back here, this looks like you have plans to maybe be a little bit bigger than just Ankeny.
We do.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we do a good job where we're at first, for sure. We love Ankeny.
You started, you've got the tap room open now, but you started originally as just a production brewery, right?
We started selling beer back in 2013.
Okay.
We had a different location, a smaller brewing system, and all we did was keg and bottle beer and sell wholesale. So it was a production-only facility. Right. So it was always, kind of a fantasy to be able to give people fresh beer and talk to them and share one-on-one our experience and love for craft beer. So
you've got a beer called 1789.
1789 Porter.
Right.
That is the year George Washington became president. His favorite beer was porter. So it's not his recipe by any means.
No, because his recipe is nasty.
It was like molasses and they used burlap.
No, there's a reason that man's teeth fell out. So you've made his favorite kind of beer, but
we certainly tried.
Not something that he ever had.
Nope.
You have other American-themed names.
Independence Pale Ale.
Okay.
Freedom IPA.
I love it.
White Trash American Lager.
That's the most American of them all. So White Trash Lager.
It's an ode kind of to how I grew up. I was born in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay.
South side of Wichita is similar to southeast side of Des Moines, and wherever you're from, I think there's probably always those unique neighborhoods, and that's the way I grew up. And,
right on.
I'm proud of it, so we wanted to name a beer after.
So what does the White Trash Lager taste like?
It is its style is a classic American Pilsner, so it's got some maize and Pilsner malt and low hop profile. So
now this
smooth, easy to drink.
This is an impressive facility.
Thank you.
How much beer are you making?
Our capacity here with our current fermentation is about 2,000 barrels a year.
Wow.
It'll take us a while to ramp up to that.
Right.
But that's our capacity right now.
Slow and steady wins the race. So you've got a vision for a lot longer than.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We want to grow very organic and well thought out in our surrounding area before we start trying to throw things on the wall and see what sticks. And
when I have a New American beer, what's the one word that should come to my mind? What's the one thing that you're focused on when you're making it, and what should I be thinking when I drink it?
Quality is the number one thing that we focus on. You're not going to get me to come out with brand new beer styles or invent anything crazy.
Right.
I'm really into and I dig on existing beer styles and really doing my best to make our representation of that the best quality beer that we can put out.
It's safe to say, even though this is New American Brewery, you're not doing anything that's revolutionary. You see what I did there, David? It's a history pun. So what is the number one, if I'm in Ankeny and I've only got like 12 minutes, what's the number one beer I should have here?
My wife's favorite is 1789 Porter.
That sounds good.
Our number one bestseller is White Trash American Lager.
Gosh, I could go either way, but I think I want to do the 1789. Is that something we can do?
Absolutely.
You've got some poke around here. You can make it happen, right?
I can do it.
So, David, not only do you make great beer here at New American Brewing Company, you made the tables.
We did make the tables. In fact, we made everything in the tap room except for the chairs.
The chairs are the only thing you didn't make.
Chairs are the only thing we didn't make.
So the beer is handmade and everything else is quality handmade merchandise.
Very much so.
Do you and your wife, do you sleep? It just seems like, how do you get all of this done?
Well, I think it's a distinction between a job and a lifestyle. So owning a brewery and running a brewery and being a brewer is certainly a lifestyle. So there really is no disconnect between here's work and here's home, or here's work and here's life. It's all together. My family's here all the time. So I don't have that I miss everybody or I need to get home. So
Right on.
it's great that we get to incorporate it together.
You've got the White Trash Lager,
I do.
and this is the 1789 Porter.
It is.
So the White Trash Lager, what's going on in there?
It's 4.8%. It's a session type beer. It's a classic American Pilsner is the style. It's 80% Pilsner, 20% maize.
Okay.
And some nice noble hops to balance it out.
And now this is the 1789 Porter, named after the year that George Washington became our first president.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Cheers. Let's drink to America.
There you go.
Ah,
Drink American.
3 cheers. Well, that is smooth. That is really nice. What else going on in this porter now?
A lot of bittersweet chocolate type notes.
Right.
Some creaminess. There's some oats to add to a mouthfeel.
Yeah, for sure.
Its style is a robust porter, so it's 6.7% ABV.
Can I quote a great American? I cannot tell a lie. This beer is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Right on. Well, it's New American Brewing Company in Ankeny. Easy to find. You're right in the middle of a crazy construction boom, too.
We've got lots of great restaurants coming up around us, lots of great other retail space.
So you can get food somewhere else, bring it in here, and enjoy the great beer at New American Brewing Company.
It's awesome. We keep menus behind the bar. Most of the places around here will deliver. We've got pizza, we got barbecue, we've got Mediterranean. It's a cool spot.
Seems like a no-brainer to me. It's New American Brewing Company in Ankeny. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thanks for the beer. Cheers.
Cheers.
So Rooks was the first blacksmith in Bondurant. So with the dark color
I think
of the
everyone
porter.
knows that. You don't have to give me a lecture about Rooks being the first blacksmith in Bondurant. When you were a kid, did you ever watch that show Emergency?
Yes, all the time. We talk about that. Yeah.
Like, do you have that noise go off every once in a while?
We've actually done some of our events. We throw that noise in.
You
for
have
sound
to.
effects. Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.